we're going to be bringing you the white carpet from the Abri Mountains, PDRC to be precise, and we're on the set of Everyday People. I'm told there's a TV series, and we are going to be hanging out with the ladies' man. There's gradually a lot of ladies talking about, oh, James Gardiner, James Gardiner. Well, one thing you don't know is that this man here, James Gardiner, once upon a time worked with media. Yes, we'll be revisiting that, and we're talking about his role as Kwesi in this series called Everyday People. James, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
So you know that you're the ladies' man.
No, I don't
It's a
agree.
lie.
I don't agree.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Actually, you had a lot of ladies.
I take it as it comes. It's only humbling, but I don't really see that as a description for me. Come on, man. I'm not supposed to really take that like that.
No, but I'm sure that when you hear that, it's okay. But if I wasn't in the movies, I wouldn't be getting all these compliments from the ladies.
Yeah. I mean, it comes with it. We do it for them. So if I get nods from them and especially from the women, that's good enough for me. It's not bad, gathering huge fan base. I'm a man, so it's only proper it comes from the women. Yeah.
Don't sack the men. There are men who like you. But again, let's just dwell a bit on that. People say that when you get a lot of ladies saying, oh, this is my man, I love this guy, then it begins to go a notch higher. They begin to send you private messages, they begin to send you pictures, they begin to send you messages on social media platform. Do you experience that?
You're a TV person too, right?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah. It's normal. It all boils down to how professional you would be and how you handle that. When I started it, I had, I got into a lot of challenges. I made a lot of mistakes, and that's how we learn in life. You do the wrongs, and then you come back and then you right the wrongs. I've been in the industry for some years now, so I've been able to fine tune it. So it's okay now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how many years now first?
I'm in my 6th year now.
Your sixth year. Now, I'm very, very curious about the part you tell us that I've made some mistakes. You want to run us through one or two, just one or two of them. No. Okay.
I ran it through with God. He has forgiven me, so it's fine.
God has forgiven you.
Yes.
That was some big deal, huh?
No, it wasn't. Nothing is a big deal for God. Yes.
Okay, for me, let me just begin to ask what I've heard. That when the girls were sending messages, you began to fall in love one or two of them.
Oh, I mean, it's only right. I mean, come on, man. Yeah. If, for instance, you haven't really gotten the exposure to certain things, when you get it, you definitely abuse it. If you're a home person and maybe your parents are strict, they never allow you to go out. When you go to the uni and you get your own space, you abuse it. You go out often, So it was like that. I wouldn't say it wasn't women in particular, but then certain things trade me to things that I wouldn't originally do, and I learned lessons from that. But now it's all smooth.
Was that why people began to read meanings into the thumbs up you gave someone who was smoking or something? I mean, you were shooting a series or something, and then there was somebody smoking, and then you gave thumbs up, and people began to say, oh, he did that because he smokes as well.
No, actually, I think people read too many meanings into things, like sometimes things are exaggerated. For us, for instance, if I'm having a bad day as an actor, right, and then I step out from my house and a fan approaches me and says, can I take a picture? And I say, sorry, I'm not in the mood. It'll be exaggerated. We're not supposed to have bad days. We're supposed to be nice people every time, no matter the situation or condition. Do you get what I'm saying? It was an interview I had. I asked the man if he smoked weed, and he said yes. I thought it was an entertainment show. I just wanted to make the show fun in a way. So I just gave him a gunshot and I said, I'll see you after. I wasn't caught smoking weed with a man, and even if I do that, I wouldn't even come on camera and just say that this is what I really, really do. I just thought it was just for the showbiz, just for the fun aspect of it. Next minute, stories were out there flying around, but it's normal. If you're not in the news, then
in hindsight, that particular incident in hindsight, would you have done that if you were given the opportunity again?
I
give the man,
I didn't see anything wrong with it because I never said for word that weed is good, and I never said I endorse weed. I only gave him a gunshot and I said I'll see you after.
But you're seeing him for your role.
Yeah. So what if I'm seeing him after to give him advice that look, weed smoking is not good or it's bad for your health? It could have been anything. They just drew their own conclusions and I just let it go. I mean, I couldn't have done anything about it.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I hear when people's lips begin to look a certain color.
My lips have been like this since I was. I don't know if you guys can get to my childhood photos. I got this color from my mom. My mom also had dark lips.
As them being a temptation to smoke? Ever?
Why are we talking about this?
Because I want to know, like,
No, I don't smoke. I don't. No, I don't.
let's move away from that and talk more about ladies because you're James Gardiner, the ladies' man. Now, has there been a time when, as an actor, you've been approached by somebody who's older because you're on TV and says, "Oh, I can give you everything in life. Just give me what I want."
That's no, not that I'll give you everything. Just give me what I want. But of course, I've had advances from people who are older than me. But then it's normal, right? It's not only no. It's I attracted to people, kind of like within my age circle. I find that attractive. I don't get me wrong, not to say because you might never know where your hearts will go one day. But for now, I think I'll rather play within my circle. And yeah, then again, I come to the statement saying it doesn't only happen to actors. You have aged women who would go after just any guy who is good looking and not a TV person. So it happens a lot. It happens a lot.
They say that this industry is one that is filled with promiscuity.
I think people see things differently from the outside. A lot of people ask me if we actually make love, when we are doing all those love making scenes and stuff like that, but it's not like that. When you see us having chemistry on set, it is because we are doing the work well. We have to sell it well in a way that someone can play a role and then you meet the person in real life and you still have hatred for the person. That means the person portrayed is so real, So when you see us doing stuff like that and we have chemistry and we are probably playing romantic scenes and stuff like that, you should see us on set. When we are done with the scene, I go to my room. My colleague will go to her room. We just disperse. We do whatever we have to. We come back. We get ready for the next scene. Sometimes, if you guys have something ongoing that's beyond set, it happens, but it doesn't happen every time. Like, security in the sense that once you come on set and then you see any girl around, you have to make a move. No, you have to respect yourself. You understand? You can't just drop your pants down just because you've seen a lady going around. It's called self-respect.
We're going to play Kwesi now. I don't know what Kwesi will be doing this time around, but our cameras will be following James Gardiner to play that role.
You don't have to cry about it. Okay, why are you crying?
I'm not crying. I'm just mad too.
It's not you. I'm just disappointed about the baby thing. Just the one thing I thought I was capable of doing. I feel like I failed you as a husband.
You failed me?
Yes. I'm your husband. I'm supposed to take care of you and give you lots of babies. But now I'm 0 to 2 now. But now I'm 0 for 2 now.
Kwesi, this is all I was trying to say, that we're going to figure this out. You have been taking care of me in plenty ways.
All right, so James has just done the scene. You saw that earlier, and we need to wrap up our conversation so that he can quickly go.
We were having a little argument about a medical situation in our marriage, and I felt like I was a bit too hard on her, so I had to show a soft side to let her know that it's not her problem and that it was mine.
I see. Okay, so definitely we'll get to see more about the story. But like we're saying before, you had to go and shoot. We introduced that you had worked with multimedia before. How long did you work with us and what were you doing at multimedia?
I worked with multimedia for a year and a bit more, just a bit more. I was with the events and promotions department, and then I did a little bit of topsy-turvy, and then I think they realized that I could do something on air. So I started by reading announcements, and then I started doing the lunch break for the Cosmopolitan show. Dorinando's show. And then after I started doing the entertainment segment on the Drive Time on Bolare show. Then Bolare was on Joy FM. And then after they gave me my own show on Hits FM over the weekends. And then the movies came along. So, yeah.
So you just left when the movies came along, but
I didn't leave. It was actually my national service. You know, yeah, all of this actually happened during my national service time. But I'm a radio person. I love radio, don't get me wrong. I just feel like it's an opportunity that had opened up for me. So I might as well just take advantage of it and see how far I can go.
when and how did you land the first role?
It was a hearsay kind of thing. You know, people know I'm into, they know I have the passion for radio, media, you know, advertising and stuff like that. So anytime they see something like that on TV, they will, or even hear it on radio, they will always bring my attention to it. And this time I think there was an advert about an audition for a TV show. So I went and I auditioned for it. And after I was done, there was a lady friend who was observing from behind the scenes and said I had the face for movies. And she knew this producer friend who was looking for new faces. So I said, okay. Initially, you know, I was a bit reluctant, but I just thought about it. I was driving around town, and then I said, hey, you know what? I'm wherever you said I should go, so let me just go check it out. And that's how it happened.
So which movie was the first one?
The first one I did, I think it was Soul Survivor. That was I played about just 3 or 4 scenes, but my second script I got, I played a major role.
Which is?
That was Love and Lust with Tonto DK.
Okay.
Yeah, with Tonto.
So then you just started falling in love with acting.
Yeah, you know, it was all new for me, and I actually didn't know that I could do that. I just did something related to drama in St. Augustine's just once, and then that was it. I never went back to drama. So when I realized that I had the ability to do that, I'm like, okay, yeah, why not? Let's just go there and see what's going to happen.
I see. So now you've done movies, you've done radio, you've done television as in presenting. Now, in all the 3, which one would you any day, anytime say, this is it, I want to always do this?
Radio is my first love. I can never cheat on radio. That's it. I mean, I can go, but I always come back because I love radio. So radio will always be my #1 pick. But then again, acting has also opened a lot of doors for me. So I appreciate the fact that I got the chance to, you know, get exposed to this kind of profession. The first production house that I worked with was with Young Father, you know, and I want to say a huge thank you to Young Father for giving me that opportunity. But radio all day, any day.
Talk about the opportunities that, you know, doing movies is giving. Does it pay, first of all?
Yeah, of course it does. I mean, yeah.
You make good money.
I'm okay. I'm comfortable.
No. So what can you really look at and say, okay, but for movies, I wouldn't have got this?
Honestly, you know, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if it hadn't been for that. You know, this alone should be an example. And the fact that I've traveled far and wide, you know, get calls to even meet certain, you know, dignitaries like governors in Nigeria, you know, it's humbling for me, you know. Yeah, I've gotten the chance to go to Cannes Film Festival, you know, met directors firsthand, you know, had interactions with them. You know, but it's taking me places I never really thought I was going to go. So trust me, when I say it's open doors, I mean it's open doors.
Okay, so we're wrapping up the conversation. Let's play a game now. I'm just going to, you know, say some words and then you try to form a sentence with them for me. Okay, so first of all, we start with politics.
Politics. I am not a huge fan of politics.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like it's something I really have to wrap my head around. You know, even if you ask me who the Minister of Education is, I'm sure I'm probably going to get it wrong. And plus, we keep changing them, so it's hard to keep up. And those days, they used to force us to learn the Minister of this, and I always used to fail. So I think that's where it all started from. Yeah.
Okay, so let's continue. Mathematics.
I hate mathematics. I hate math. You know, even in BC, I was lucky enough. The past question that we solved just before the exam was the same past question that came. So it was just pure luck.
So you had a pot.
It wasn't a pot. We just solved Pasco, and then that was it. Yeah.
Good for you. And movies.
I'm supposed to form a sentence to that. Yes. I love movies.
It's very, very simple. Yeah. Okay, so women.
I love women. Am I supposed to love men?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we've done how many? 4. Yeah. So we have the last one, and it's food.
I love food.
No, you can't repeat. You did. I love something already.
My favorite food is yam and garden eggs too.
Why?
I,
Getting
I
egg is bitter.
no, I think my okay, it's my aunt that actually made me fall in love with it. She does it just right, and it's the reason why I've fallen for the taste of yam and garden eggs too.
Ever tried cooking that on your own?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah, yeah. I will slay. I slay in the kitchen all day.
I see.
Yeah.
Talking about slaying, why is there an increasing need for people to want to slay on the red carpet of events? Before now, you just had your jeans, your top, and you're good to go. But these days, you won't want to wear executive, suits. They want to, be caught on camera looking very exquisite. Why?
I mean, let's face it. The industry, let's say acting and the show business, is a borrowed culture. We borrowed it from the Western world. So if we are borrowing it, then we might as well borrow it well. The celebs out there, when they're going for red carpet events, you should see. Because they know the eyes are on them, they try to make sure that they go really prepared. So if we've decided, or if my colleagues have realized that it's about time that we switch up a little, I think it only gets better. I don't really see anything bad about it. So that's just about it.
And do you think that coming in front of camera, encourages people to live a double life? In this instance, I'm meaning that even when you don't have, you just want to try to, keep up appearance.
I don't know about that, but there's just one saying I read about that. If you pretend to live outside your means, you're just putting yourself through hell. If you can't keep up with a certain lifestyle, I don't see why you should begin in the first place. You can brand yourself in a way that you'll be known to be wearing, let's say, a white shirt with white jeans and then maybe rock with a bow tie. There's a way, even when you go outside, look at how Johnny Depp dresses when he's going on red carpets. Everybody has their own style, so you don't have to push yourself to the limits where you'd have to struggle to keep up. Just stay in your lane. I wish my Muslim fans all the best. Keep it going. The fasting is just about ending. I'll be coming for my goat meat.
Okay, for the girls who want to have him, he's all yours now. Thank you for spending time with us.
I have, haven't I?
Hold that thought though. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. Are you okay? You don't sound right.
No worry, I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, are you home?
Yes. Yes. I just got home.
Okay, let me leave you to rest.
Oh, no. It's okay. Chrissy and I was just.
Okay, I'll be there.
Okay. Is it okay if I come with Prissy? Hello?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Because you don't sound right. Oh, okay. I'm gonna come with Prissy then. Okay, bye.
What's all that
I gotta go. I think there's something happening at Tony's and we'll continue this conversation when I get back.
All right, so we were hanging out with the executive producer of the series Everyday People, and also a cast, and also a PM, production manager, or production assistant. Which one?
Something with production.
Something with production. Yes, he'll tell us more about that. Still here, see the beautiful view of from here, and she'll be telling us how she got the plenty money for this project, and he'll be telling us what he's doing in there and the something production he's doing. So ladies first, Barbara Anakwa, executive producer. That's a huge title.
Yes, it is, but the money is very small.
But I thought the executive producer is the one who pumps in money.
Yes, I do, but not that much. Don't listen to them. Because if I say much, that means I have to pay more. So keep it on the DL.
Okay. So they don't have to hear, and he doesn't have to know as well. Okay, but just between the two of us, how expensive is it to do this one?
It's a little expensive, but we're trying to do a good and quality project. So hopefully the money's worth what we're doing.
Like how much?
That I can't say.
No, just the range, you know. So when we finally see the project, we're like, okay, this is the project that they spent, hey, something $1 million.
Millions.
Well, I don't know.
Between 50 and
$1,000.
$100.
Ooh, that's money, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot of money. But we don't want to do those kind of projects that are done every day, right? So as much as it's a lot of money, we intend using it right. Because you can have a lot of money and not use it right. You get it, yeah. So we intend using it, and
Looks like you're getting lots of that money.
I'm getting a bit of it.
No, lots of it. The way you're defending this money.
No, because it's an idea we're trying to sell. I believe once you're part of the project, you have to buy into it, and everybody on the set, from her to the other producers, Dana Jamal and all of them, everybody is really a part of it. You know, the idea of putting it up here, you can see the view for yourselves. It doesn't really happen with South Africa in a different way.
No. Okay. So since you've talked about where you're, this is Peduasi, and how did you get this? It's called what's the name of the place? American House. Oh my goodness, American House in Ghana.
Well,
We went off.
I live in America, so I have that American connection.
Okay, so that's why it's called American House.
No. But everything in that house is pretty much made in America. Like from the counters to everything. The grass is made in Ghana.
But it's a special place, and this is not the only location we have. We have amazing places in the town of Abri and